Hello. Hi, everybody who is at home. Thank you for joining us for our end of the year cumulative pseudo senior show, naughty bits show, etc. We got a lot of fun stuff planned for y'all, and we're excited to show you. If all the performers could come in, turn on your little videos, and we'll introduce ourselves. Um, Hi, everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah. For introductions.
Hi, I'm Olivia.
I'm Clay.
I'm Carly.
I'm Jonathan.
Lexi.
I'm Xander.
And I'm James. And we've got a live studio audience today. Doesn't that feel crazy? The first time ever we've had an audience in like a million years. So I think let's just get right into it. The first thing we're going to be playing, I won't be participating in any of the games, just so you know, is called IGSM. The way that IGSM works is you start out with one scene with just one person in it, and eventually more and more people start joining until we've gotten all the way to a 7-person scene, which is the max amount. And then in reverse order of exits, we'll get all the way back down to the one person. Could I get a suggestion for an occupation from someone in the audience?
Trash collector.
Trash collector. All right, I heard trash collector. I'm gonna turn my video off. Who would like to go? Who would like to start it out? All right, well, Clay started out trash collector. All right, take it as you will. Have fun.
Okay. Hey, you know you can recycle this, right? Nobody even cares anymore. I'm just gonna clean it off and look, I don't even have to take care of this anymore. You could have recycled. Hey, look at me.
Hey, be careful. You're going to drop that.
I'm sorry. You're so right.
We have to make sure that we get the egg to where it needs to go so we can get the jewels.
I don't even know why I'm holding a Fabergé egg. Shouldn't they come in cases or something?
Probably, but I feel like we're good. We got this, right?
How did we acquire the egg but not the case? I'm confused.
All right. Quiet down, class. Welcome to my lecture. The topic of today, things. They getting bigger or smaller? All right, I believe in a Socratic method, so let's discuss.
Things.
Yeah. They getting bigger or smaller?
Excuse me, when are we going to cover stuff?
Yeah, I'm with them. I think stuff is more interesting than things.
You would read the syllabus. You would
But
know.
we've spent 3 weeks on things, and I just think we need to get to stuff at this point.
We've taken like 2 tests on things as well.
Okay, it's been 5 months, but we finally found the artifact we've been looking for. Once we can be so rich. If we sell this on the market, that Matthew is gonna go crazy.
You say sell?
Huh? Of course we're gonna sell. We can't just
Yeah.
hold it ourselves.
Then we can split the money.
Split the money. No. I'll wire it to you. Don't worry. Just let me handle it. I know it. I know.
I feel like that's...
Sure is a beautiful day in the sun out here, isn't it? Oh, just soaking up the views, the sunlight. Hey, who brought the sunscreen?
I knew I forgot something.
Damn.
No. I brought the sandwiches, so.
I brought the pool toys. So that's the most important thing, obviously.
I've got suntan oil. That's similar, right?
That's like the reverse.
Yeah, that's gonna crisp us.
I think it's my bad. I can just shade you all if you want. I can just kind of
Are we just gonna huddle? Are we just gonna get a little...
All right, hoods up. Very good. You've mastered the first step in disguising yourself, all right? Now, when you're walking down the alleyway, the first step, put the hood up. What's the next step? Anyone?
Get the
Your
knife?
gun.
Drop the gun. I heard get the knife. Not quite. We want to stay covert.
Got it.
You're right.
I'm
gonna
punch
write
him
this
in the
down.
face.
That's a very interesting approach. Expand on that.
Just say, hey, I'm here, and punch him in the face.
Whoa.
I gotta.
Sorry.
What's up? What's up? You had a question?
So we're punching them in the face, or should we just like punch them? Like,
Confused. How do we punch while keeping our hoods up?
Oh, they have a good point. That's a good question.
It's very simple. You gotta make sure that your material.
Welcome to your first day of Exterminator class. I hope you've all have received your complimentary pair of wings. In order to catch bats, you have to think like bats. So that's what we'll be focusing on today. Does anybody have any questions?
Am I doing this right?
No. Yes?
no, you.
What happens if you throw your back doing this?
Okay. Well, that'll make the rest of the exterminating course a little difficult. So we just want to go up and down. Eventually, you will take flight. These are pretty expensive, but we got them just for you guys, so no worries there.
Hey, are we hunting the vampire bats? I heard from cousin that you hunt a specific type of bat. Yes, not vampire bat. That would be the crazy. Yes. Fellow
We
bat
do
hunter.
offer vampire hunting services in the next building, so that might be where you want to go. This is just regular bats for today.
Oh, my mistake, lady. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, class, follow me. We're gonna head out to the cliff, and you'll get your first jump. Very fun. Okay, follow me.
All right. So I was going to suggest, I was gonna say, go for the, pacifist route, but we can go for the kill everyone route as well.
Well, what if I have a suggestion?
Yeah.
What if we got pepper spray? Because that's kind of pacifism, and like it does.
Good point.
It does the job. You know what I mean?
Well, then that just kind of ruins the point of the hoods.
Yeah, and then also, how do I surprise someone with pepper spray if they're not looking at me? Because I'm.
You go like that.
Ah, jeez, you didn't actually have to demonstrate it.
I'm
geez,
sorry.
Pepper spray right in my fucking face. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go over to the sink. If someone could call 911, that would be very much appreciated. Goodbye.
I'm on it. Hey, look! When I press on my arm, there's white spots.
Look, I'm doing the best I can. I can't cover all of us.
Here, do you want to take this? I don't know why I'm even wearing this. It's super hot out. Do you want it?
Well, it shields you from the sun, so
Yeah, I guess.
seems a little counterintuitive. Look, I'm sorry. Maybe I should just go to the store. Or someone else could do it because I don't really want to go walking right now.
Fine,
Yeah,
I'll
don't blame
go.
you.
I'll go because apparently we're all burnt at this point.
Thank you.
I
you
think
so
it's
much.
Time. Bye.
All right. So we've generally agreed things staying the same.
We're done with things now, right?
Now let's move on to stuff, right?
Thank you.
Finally.
When you're thinking about stuff, the first and most important thing you've got to consider. Oh, okay, that's about time for the class.
Oh my
We
god.
didn't even talk about it.
Remember, next week is on the midterm. Is the midterms, and stuff will be on it. So study.
Stuff is going to be on the midterm? Okay, so the map says we have to follow it. And then we're going to get there.
The map says we have to follow the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where we take the egg to get the treasure.
You lead the way. I'm kind of holding the egg. I can't look at a map and hold an egg at the same time, obviously.
Okay, fine. Well, what if I just go by myself and then I'll call you when I get there?
Fine, whatever works.
Okay, bye.
I'm so mad. They got rid of the trash compactor and I have to do it myself now. There we go. Hey, you could recycle this. Seriously, does nobody care about the planet anymore? Whatever. Here? Yeah. Thank you.
Give a big old round of applause for all our performers in that. That was the best way to end it that you could have done. That,
Thanks.
whatever they call it. Alienation effect. That's perfect. The next thing that we're going to be playing is called Spoon River. This is a long form format that we've been playing with throughout the year that we really like. The way that it works is essentially, if you're familiar with the play Our Town, it's essentially like that, but it's improvised. All of these people have names and roles in a town that we'll also name, and we'll go from them introducing themselves and what they do in the town to then various things that are going on in the town. With the caveat being that they never actually speak with one another. They're just speaking essentially out. They're essentially monologuing. Can I get a job suggestion for Clay, please?
Window cleaner.
Oh.
Window cleaner. All right, Clay, window cleaner. Can I get a suggestion for Jonathan?
I was gonna say the owner of like a laundromat.
All right, the owner of a laundromat. Can I get a suggestion for Justin?
Quality
Mattress
control.
store owner.
Sorry, what did you say, Ryan?
I said serial quality control, but you don't have to take it.
Serial quality control. Can I get a suggestion for Xander?
Tabloid newspaperman.
Tabloid newspaperman. Can I get a suggestion for Carly?
Botanist.
Botanist. All right. Can I get a suggestion for Olivia?
A computer, like an old school
A
number.
computer. All right. Like an old school, like someone who computes. All right.
I'm not gonna clarify. Computer.
Yeah, a computer. Okay, a computer. Can I get a suggestion for Lexi, please?
Kirk.
What was that?
Kirk.
I didn't hear you a second time.
City clerk.
A city clerk. I thought you said Turk, and I was confused.
What is that?
Like a Turkish person. All right, city clerk. And can we have a name for this town? Just any name.
Town.
Like Bozo Town or something?
Bozo.
Twin Beaks.
I like I think Bozo Town is kind of a winner. So, all right, we enter in the ambiguously defined town of Bozo Town, where we meet our lovely characters.
Name's Jeb. Jeb, the tabloid newspaperman. I gotta tell you, I got a red hot scoop. It'll warm even the coldest hearts. I'm here in Bozo Town. There's a secret here. I just haven't uncovered it. I plan on questioning all the locals. Welcome to Jeb. The Jeb Stories.
I'm Bata, the botanist. I love plants. Plants are my passion. I think they're so special, so important. Plants are really important to this town. You may not know that, but I know that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all for now. That's all you're gonna hear for now.
Hi, my name's Wendy. I'm the city clerk. I spend most of my time just doing things for the city in the courthouse. I just kind of sit there all day. Don't really leave there very often. I actually live right above the courthouse, which is kind of fitting. Not much to see here.
I'm Tony. I live in Bozo Town, just like the rest of everyone here. I ensure the quality of the cereal. There's a factory down the road. It's not the best paying job, but it's something we need. We can't just go without inspecting our cereal. But something's up with the cereal lately. We'll get to that later.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I work for Nerds and Vans. We did face a recent lawsuit with the name. Don't worry, we're straightening out. We're trying to get Nerds on Wheels. I recently graduated from MIT with a computer engineering degree, but I'm in so much debt that I moved back in with my father, Sammy. It's been a little crazy, and this job isn't supposed to last, but I do a lot of home calls to help people with their computers, and they mostly don't know jack shit about them, so it's been a little difficult. But I'm just trying to make the most of it in my childhood bedroom.
Hi there, my name's Sammy. I am the CEO and owner of the Bozo Laundromat, the BL, as we like to call it, the B and L. And it's a really sweet time. We're located at the red and white tent just down the street at the very, like, near the entrance to Bozo Town, but it's like, a little ways off. And I run the laundromats, I fix the laundromats, and with the help of my daughter, Kelsey, we always have a happy time. She was always a really big help before she went off to college, and now that she's back, it's even better now. It's really great.
Hey y'all, I'm Gus. I'm the window cleaner here. For as long as I can remember, I loved spying, looking through into businesses or living rooms and just seeing how people live. Some people call me creepy, but I just think it's interesting, But recently, lots of people in Bozo Town have been moving into tents, and you know what tents don't have? Windows. When tents don't have windows, what do I clean anymore? I'm worried my job might be obsolete. But on the other hand, I guess people always could have washed their own windows, but they hired old Gus.
So, the old saying of how computers are going to like get rid of everyone's jobs in the not too distant future? That's at least what Kelsey's been telling me with that computer engineering degree of hers. The council is planning on wiping out a wide variety of jobs by replacing all houses with tents, and I'm all for it because I think that tent rent is much cheaper than housing rent, and not to mention housing doesn't rhyme with rent, and tent does rhyme with rent. So I think it's a win-win, tent rent. Anyway, apart from that, though, I mean, business has been booming. The council has been helping me fund the laundromats. We've had a couple of instances where we see like little bits of cereal, just like in the little, like, what do you call them? Like the thing that you like pull out and like pull all the dust off. You think I know this, being the owner of a laundromat. The lynx carrier, that's what it's called. Yeah, there we go. I know my laundromat stuff. Anyway, there's been cereal just like sneaking into those bad boys, and I mean, we've got the cereal factory down the street, but I don't know how it's like getting transported from cereal factory to lint remover of laundry machine. It's a little confusing, but Kelsey and I are looking into it, and I'll get back to you if we find the cause of it.
So my husband and I just moved into one of these tents. My husband is named Jim Tony. He's the cereal inspector. So if you haven't heard, this town has been transferring to tents over houses. I personally believe that this is a great idea. I mean, I'm a plant person. This is one way to keep me closer to nature. But my husband and I have been planning some really cool things for this town. He's the cereal inspector and all that. And something else that's been happening, apparently people have just been finding cereal in random places. Like, I heard some laundromat person like found it in the lint collector thing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this suspicious cereal thing is happening.
So, usually this job is the most mundane job on the planet. I mean, the biggest thing we're talking about right now at the city council is turning houses into tents, which is kind of cool, I guess. But this weird guy, Jeb, reached out to me today, and he's asking me for all of this like personal town information, like as if I know that stuff. I mean, I guess you would think as a city clerk, like maybe I would know some of the hot gossip that's going on, like, how Bada and Jim's marriage is going and how Sammy and Kelsey are doing. Like, yeah, I know the town, but do I know the town? Does that, you know what I mean? Like, he's asking me all these questions, and like I can't give him the answers. I'm focused on where the cereal is going. People are coming to me for this.
Breaking news. Sammy Holt, local laundromat owner, or Bozo Town Kingpin? I've got the breaking scoop right here. You see, apparently, Sammy here has been receiving payments to run his laundromat by city council. These bribes, as they may be called, have also led to Sammy supporting this local move to tent living. Move to tent living for environmental reasons or communism. You decide. I decided to ask Wendy, local city clerk, for all the hot gossip. She had nothing. Perhaps she's in league. More at 11.
You know,
Things have been looking down for old Gus lately. Man, I tell ya, I don't think people value what I bring to this town and what I know and what I've observed in my time here. You know, I know so much. I know so much about this town and they take me for granted. They don't even know all the secrets I know. For example, Sammy and Kelsey don't get along. Kelsey hates living in tents. She wants to get out of them. She wants to go back to a house with air conditioning and floors and windows. But Sammy, for some reason, is all about the tent life. I don't know why, but I know that that's a thing. Things haven't been looking up for me. I can't even afford tent rent anymore. I've been foraging wild cereal that shows up on the forest floor. But I have a new lead. A botanist just moved to town, and you know what botanists use? Greenhouses. You know what greenhouses are made of? All windows. I'm gonna get bank. If I get this job, I'm gonna make bank.
You know, it's funny, because I thought I wouldn't have much to do here, but I've been working on a new computerized system for our washing machines at the laundromat. Cereal keeps getting into the lint traps, and it's just causing a whole mess. And Wendy, the city clerk, she calls me about once a week because she says she has computer troubles, but really she just needs me to close all of her tabs and turn it back on again. And then she pays me a $30 down pay and I'm on my way. So, you know, it's funny. Also, Jeb keeps calling me, like, on my phone, and I'm not gonna pick up a random call, but he keeps leaving me these voicemails like, "You, Missy, I need to have a word." And I'm like, oh god, journalists are so full of crap. So I'm just gonna avoid that for now.
So I pulled a few contacts, some old ones from the old town. I spoke to Jeb, trying to get some intel. He couldn't find anything. Found something about some communist plot, but nah, probably not important. I got cereal to inspect. I mean, come on, this is serious. So I spoke to Gus, the old window cleaner. He's been down his luck, but he's got a good heart, and he has a good eye. He's a guy. He's known some stuff. He's noticed some stuff, and he knows things. So I asked him to do me a favor to, keep an eye on the laundromat, and keep an eye on just the town in general. Try and get some intel from them. And then the wifey, bless her heart, she's a very kind person. She's been trying to get me to move into a tent, just like the rest of the town. But I keep telling her, Bada, I love you. But we got cereal to look at. I mean, this is a serious issue. Sammy called me the other day, just rambling about cereal ending up in his washing machines. I don't even know how that's possible, but I don't think it is. I think he's lying. Perhaps Sammy's in on this cereal fiasco going on in Bozo Town.
I love my new greenhouse. It's so shiny, and it's so shiny because I hired Gus, the window cleaner, to clean it for me. I'm a little bit suspicious of that guy because he cleans my window and then I'm like hanging out in the greenhouse and he's just, I see him like in the distance, like looking. I feel like Gus knows my secrets. Only I know my secrets. And my husband knows some of my secrets, but I don't think he's as in on them as Gus is. Anyway, cereal's been coming out of more places, and I think that the city is starting to catch on, and I'm a little bit nervous about that.
Breaking news! After being called a liar, Sammy Holt, local laundromat kingpin, has refused, I repeat, refused the laundry for Cereal Co. Cereal Co., longtime supporter of high sugary breakfast and red-blooded capitalism, has not commented. Is this an intertown dispute or the Cold War heating up? More at 12.
Well, the good news is I got a job. Sammy threw me a bone and decided to let me clean all those little windows in the washing machine so that people could really get a good look at their laundries as being cleaned. You know, I cleaned the greenhouse once, and Bada just was not a fan of me and said, all right, thank you, goodbye. But Sammy's taking care of me. He doesn't need those little circular things, you know the ones I mean. He doesn't need those cleaned, but he lets me do it. He gives me the job, gives me the money. And the pro is I'm getting lots of hot gossip. For example, pretty sure I saw Sammy putting some stray cereal in his own washing machine. And when I confronted him about it, he said, oh no, I find it everywhere. And boy, it would be a shame if one of my washing machines broke and someone had to deal with it and pay for it. And he winked at me, and I went, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me just get my Windex and keep washing. But the cogs are turning. The cogs are turning. Nobody thinks about old Gus. I'll tell you that.
So,
How hard it can be moving home sometimes. I'm trying to couch surf with a couple buddies from college, but the whole tent thing is catching on, so I think I'm just better off staying where I am. You know, I woke up at 2 p.m. this morning, and I had cereal in my pockets, and I went to my dad, and I'm like, why are there Cocoa Pebbles in my pockets? And he just went, I don't know, I need to go to the laundromat. So, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I did go to Wendy's the other day, and she left her office, so I kind of checked out her desktop a little bit, which I'm not supposed to do, but there's some sketchy stuff on there. There's just a bunch of folders named Jeb. So I think she might be working with him. That or she just really fucking likes Jeb. I don't know, there's something going on.
So I love Kelsey. She has helped me with my computer problems, and gosh, she makes me feel so old sometimes. She's like, you just need to close your tabs. Okay, there's more to it than that though, probably. Right? Like there has to be. It can't just be the tabs. Anyway, so I had to go tinkle the other day, and I come back, and my desktop was touched. And I don't like things being touched. So I could tell that it had been touched. And I heard that she was having some housing troubles, and I was gonna give her some space at my loft that I have above the city office. But I don't know anymore. I really think that she and her father are in on this whole cereal thing. I think I might have to call Jeb.
All right, I wanted to get rid of some of the rumors that are spreading around about me, about me with the cereal in the lint trap and the tents. I'll start with the tents because that's what I understand the most right now, and that relates to. No, we'll just start with the tents. We'll start with the tents. The reason why I'm a big supporter of tents is because have you seen the kind of like stuff that comes out of just regular old houses? Like, I'm pretty sure that's the cause of global warming. I mean, think about it. Air conditioning, heaters, laundromat stuff such as washers and dryers being run by coal and oil There's just like all those like emissions are being pushed out into the air. Meanwhile, with the tent, with just a regular tent, you get rid of all those emissions, and then what have you got left? Oh, okay, you've got no air conditioning. A big breeze going through the tent. That's Earth's air conditioning during the winters and sometimes the summers. The heater. You've got the summer. You got like the hot breeze blowing through the summer and sometimes the winter. And then as for the laundromat emissions, my laundromats do not run on oil and coal and those other bad things. I've installed wind turbines on the backs of my washers and dryers, and sometimes the solar things, but mostly the wind turbines with the help of Kelsey. And we've created a renewable energy system within our washers and dryers. Kelsey says, it's not the most like practical solution, but I'm saving the world here. All right? Tents are better than housing and are better for the earth as a result of it. Now, as for the cereal, look, yeah, sure, I live pretty close to the cereal factory with Jim Tony. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And sure, sometimes he and I like visit the place, whenever there's like the whole like cereal factory tour going on, as you do at most factories. And sure, maybe I take some of the free samples, but free samples are a thing. They exist so that we can exist in this never-ending circle of life. How else can humans survive without free samples? You got birth, you got free samples, you got death, all right? Granted, that's a semicircle of life, but that's besides the point, all right? And so, yeah, I take free samples, but that doesn't mean that I like systematically put them inside the laundromat so that the laundromats that I have at my place, so that I can, prove that that sometimes the laundromats break, and I make it so that people have to pay for them, and I specifically tell Gus that he has to pay for them so that he has to leave the town and we can ignore all the window stuff and focus more on tent stuff. That's not what I do at all. I just do it because I don't plant the cereal things in there at all. They just appear there. It must have been because I just shove them in my pockets, It's not because I make Gus pay. I'm trying to run Gus out of town by making him pay for my laundromat stuff. Anyway, how's your day?
Oh, God. I mean, everything he found out from Sammy. Oh, Sammy. Son of a bitch. I knew he was trying to fuck over my company. This honest, true, red-blooded American cereal company. Takes a cereal from the free sample bin we have at the door. It's more of a fad, if I'm being honest, but the particulars aren't important. He takes a handful. He throws them into the washing machines down the street in that stupid tent he has. Washing machine breaks. Then he's got to get someone to replace the machine. So who does he charge? No one but Gus himself to run him out of town. Now why that is, I don't know. I think I'll have to speak to Jeb. He might know more about this. And then Bada, the wife. Oh, Bada. She got rid of Gus. Gus is a longtime friend of mine. Now that really smirked. That really hit me here. And then fucking Bada. That greenhouse she has. It just, she's talking about growing these vegetables. And I'm like, Bada, honey, bada bing, bada boom, we don't need vegetables. We got cereal. We got a seemingly infinite pile of cereal. I mean, granted, Sammy keeps taking some, but it's a factory. We got a lot of cereal, But, yeah, I'll have to speak to Jeb about just what the fuck Sammy is trying to do to my company. And why Gus is such a problem for him. I like Gus. He's cool. And then, have that, I think I might renovate the apartment, you know? Who needs tents when we got a nice apartment?
Well, folks, looks like my big mouth got me in trouble. I thought Sammy was throwing me a bone, but really he was just trying to frame me for ruining his machines, and now I owe him 10 laundry washer machine money's worth. Yeah. And I offered, I said, can I pay you back by cleaning your wind turbines and your solar panels? And he said, nobody needs a window cleaner anymore. Spit on me. And I was like, oh, Sammy, it's too much. But I don't think I can stay in this town anymore. But before I go, I might as well tell you all the gossip I know, or at least I think I know. I think Bada's trying to leave Jim Tony. She spends more time in that greenhouse than in their house together. And Kelsey, every single time Wendy, that's her name, every single time Wendy goes to the bathroom or leaves the building, Kelsey's clickety-clacking on that computer. I don't know what she's trying to do, but it's something. Also, Bada's greenhouse looks terrible. If she had just let me clean, you know what? It's not my business. Anyways, don't think this town has any room for Gus anymore.
All right.
I'm so...
All right. I've barricaded the tabloid radio station, and I won't stop talking until they come in and they take me out. Okay? Wendy called me, and I got the scoop, and I did further research, and I found out the secret at the heart of this town, and it goes all the way deep. It goes all the way to the core. All right? Okay? In 1974... all right, in Poland, there was Operation Red Sea, okay? Red Sea, all right? Operation Red Sea found that buildings, no matter how brutalist, supported individualism and capitalism because it gave everyone individualistic spaces. They found, all right, follow the thread, they found that camps, all right, that tents were the only way to promote communism, because with tents, no matter what place you are currently in, anyone can walk in. All right. At the same time, okay, we're gonna follow this thread. At the same time, in Russia, Operation Iron Hammer, right, created a organized unit of super soldiers capable of overthrowing entire towns on their own. All right. You see what I'm saying? Now these soldiers have been indoctrinated, right, in the findings of Red Sea. All right. Flashback to today. Everyone's moving in tents, you know, and they're living there and they're sharing stuff, and that's not capitalistic. All right. And then I'm thinking, Sammy. One of the names in Operation Iron Hammer was Sammy Hutvanovich. Right? Take out the Vitch. That's the same name. Now, maybe Sammy didn't originally know, right? Maybe he was brainwashed into thinking he was an American in order to infiltrate this town. Then there must have been some inciting incident to set him up. Some child moving back to town. It all makes sense. All right. Now the solution to no, I won't stop telling the truth. No.
I'm so mad. I rented my computer programming to my dad the other day, and I said this will help keep the cereal out of the laundry machines, and he flipped out, and he said, all you do is gain debt, and I am disappointed in you. And then he told me the computer thing is just a phase. I'm 22. I'm done with my phases. This is who I am, Dad. So I decided I'm done. And I got my computer and I skipped. I'm just done with tents. Right now, I'm currently living in Bada's greenhouse. Nobody knows, and it's really dirty in here, so nobody has caught me. I did catch her and Gus making out before Gus left, and it was very unsightly. The Wi-Fi is a little shoddy in here, so I haven't been able to keep up on the news.
Go ahead.
Okay. So today is my last day in Bozo Town. After speaking with Jeb, I've realized that the little bitch Kelsey that I loved so much has been going through my things and has been trying to frame me for what her father is doing. When I clearly went to the laundromat and cereal came out of the washer before I could even put my clothes in there. It was literally spilling out. So yeah, this has been my time in Bozo Town. It's been great. I've loved being the city clerk. I actually did get more of the gossip than I let on to begin with because it's my job to be objective. But I will be moving now, seeing as I don't want to deal with any of these losers anymore. Hopefully, I don't see them all ever anywhere.
I've been hearing this weird sound in my greenhouse. Yeah, like the other day I was making out with my husband and we were like, what's that? Anyway, I hope it's not a person because then they might know about like our plans to release the greenhouse gases. Because the tents and communism and the plan. Oh no, did I just say that? Anyway.
So Gus is gone. All according to plan. I publicly said to the town that I was not planting cereal that I got from free samples from the cereal factory. I was not planting them into my washers and dryers so that it looked like that my washers and dryers had broken, and I made Gus pay for all the debts from those laundromat machines so I could force him out of town. I said that I didn't do that, but I did. And now Gus is out of town. Now I can move on to phase 2 of the two-phase plan of getting rid of capitalism and putting communism in there. Oh man, goddamn Jeb! People thought he was Bozo and Bozo Town because that makes sense, being Bozo and Bozo Town. But no, he wasn't Bozo at all. He was. What's the antonym of Bozo? Like non-Bozo. He was a non-Bozo. And that's been taken care of by me. So good job, Jeb. You figured it out, but it's a little too late. Now I'm going to be trying to focus. I'm going to try to focus on, replacing all the buildings with tents. It's going to build up to, the big giant individualistic skyscraper in the sky being turned into just a giant tent. It's going to look more like it's going to be and so humongous. It's going to look like, kind of like a cone. You got the tip of the cone up here and it expands down. It's going to be that big. And it's going to be really cool. And I'll be able to run my laundromat business, and tents will fill up Bozo Town. It'll be really great. But Kelsey has gone missing, and I can't. She's a tough one. That Kelsey. I don't know where she's hidden off to. I yelled at her the other day, as a good father does, and she ran away. I kind of need her in order to ensure that my tent making business, my secret tent making business, goes all the way through. Reaches a point so that phase 2 of 2 is completed. But I can't seem to find her. I've been looking all over town, and I'm getting a little worried, because the wind turbines are gonna stop spinning eventually without the computer engineer with $40,000 in student loans. I told her, MIT is not the place. ASU is number 1 in innovation, but now she went for MIT, number 2 in innovation. This is why she's never been number 1.
Jeb's last broadcast was chilling, to say the least. He spoke about this plan, this scheme that I can only imagine what Sammy's doing about revitalizing communism in Bozo Town through tents somehow. I could never understand. He's clearly too villainous and too devious for this to ever figure out. I just inspect cereal, and now we're into the revitalization of the Eastern Bloc, and I don't know how I can do this, and that's why I thought things could get worse. I went to see Gus to try and get some information, but Gus is gone. He left a note saying, "I'm sorry, Jim Tony, but seeing your wife, Bada, I kissed her, and you're one hell of a lucky guy." Broke my heart. This was like a brother to me. Now he's gone. Spoke to Bada, and she denied everything. Tammy's trying to revitalize the Soviet Union in Bozo Town. My wife cheated on me. My best friend betrayed me. Jeb, my one trusted individual, he's gone. Dead. There's nothing I can do anymore. Going back to the cereal factory. I belong. Cereal. And I hope to die there a happy man. Cereal has never betrayed me, and it has always kept me happy.
I went back to my father the other day to try and patch things up. And I got there, and instead of talking to me, he just yelled, "Kelsey, Kelsey, I need help with the wind turbines!" And I said, okay, Dad. And I went to check on the router, which is in the closet for some reason. And I pulled open the door, and Jeb's lifeless body fell out. And I said, "Dad, why?" And he said, "For the laundromat, sweetie." And I said, "I don't know you anymore." I skipped town. I'm staying with a few college buddies, Big Chub and Rizzo. But the situation is just too intense.
I think we all know who the true villain of this town is. I'm gonna leave you all with that. And one more thing, one tent for all.
One tent for all, indeed. There are little tents surrounding the one big tent that raises to the heavens in Bozo Town. All the people that have gone against me are gone. Jeb's crazy. Gus is gone. No, Jeb's dead. I killed him. That's right. Gus is gone. Jim Tony, I think, is lost somewhere in the abandoned cereal factory. We'll be turning that into a tent pretty soon, and I'll be able to take care of him by then. Wendy just up and blue skidooed out. Kelsey, the traitor, is gone. And Bada, well, we love Bada, but she's gone too. And now it's just me. I'll be bringing people in from all over the country, the capitalist world that surrounds Bozo Town. We'll make a little communist community. There'll be a little circle that goes round and round the tall tent that leads to the heavens. And pretty soon, we'll be installing laundromat machines into every single tent. And admittedly, it's going to be a bit more difficult to get the wind turbines installed on there without Kelsey, as well as the solar-powered ones. The wind turbine ones I'm focusing on more right now, but that's besides the point. Yeah, it's going to be a fun old time, and everyone's going to be happy. Everyone's going to have laundromats that save the earth. Everyone's going to have tent rent, and everyone will live happily ever after. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to be going to the tippy top of the tent that leads to the sky. Good night.
Yo, big old round of applause, snaps, and claps for all our performers. Tents for all, or all tents for one. I didn't realize communism was gonna have rent in it. I don't really want it.
Trust me, I'm an expert.
So in the last couple, in the past couple, yeah, it does. In the past couple, or in the next couple 5 minutes of this, we're just going to end it out with some. What better way to end an improv show than with some classic sex jokes.
Yeah.
This is called pet names. The way that it works is we'd have a suggestion, and then all of us, including anybody in the audience, if you want to join, would say, I call them my whatever it is because whatever the reason is, whatever the joke is. The easy one is I call her my lamp because I turn her on. You can't steal that one. I already used it. Can I get a suggestion from somebody of a household appliance?
Toaster.
I didn't hear either of those. Good.
Toaster.
Toaster. All right.
I call her my toaster or she calls me her toaster because she makes me hot.
I call her my toaster because when I plug her in, sparks fly.
I call her my toaster because, once again, I should not have put my dick in there.
I call her my toaster because I spring into action to hang out with her.
I call her my toaster because whenever she's done, she scares me.
I call her my toaster because I stuck a butter knife in her and it was really shocking for both of us.
I call her my toaster because I messed up one time and I got burned.
Damn.
I call her my toaster because she's all about that bread.
Damn.
Damn.
I call him my toaster because the sex is real crummy.
I call her my toaster because I love to bring her into the bathtub.
Sex
Okay,
is only
fine.
once.
I call her my toaster because she butters me up.
I call him my toaster because if we're not careful, there's some marks that are left.
I call her my toaster because one of these days, I'm gonna pull the plug.
I call him my toaster because if we go too long, then I have to scrape off the parts.
I call her my toaster because she can usually fit 2 of them, but sometimes she can fit 4.
I call her my toaster because she's done in about like 20 seconds.
I call him my toaster because with the type of bread I use and my luck, I always get a bunch of seeds on the bottom.
I call him my toaster because there's a lot of different models.
This is a bit of a, I think I'm stretching for it, but I call her my toaster because, 5 is too hot, 3 is just not enough for me, and 4 is just right for me.
I hate that one. I understand it.
Only New Yorkers get that one.
I call her my toaster because tick, 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 tick.
I think we get another suggestion of how about a,
I've got a suggestion.
yeah.
Soup or stew or gumbo.
Oh no.
All right,
Oh,
how about gumbo?
I call him my gumbo because if we don't warm it up properly, it's a little gummy.
Damn.
I call her my gumbo because I only enjoy her when I'm in Louisiana.
I call her my gumbo because I honestly at this point have no clue what I put in there.
I'm going to deeply regret saying this one.
Uh-oh.
I hate the fact this is recorded, by the way. I call him my gumbo because he's tasty to drink. I regret it.
Oh, you're canceled for that one. Oh!
Dude, Justin is over party.
Justin, you're done.
I call him my gumbo because he's salty.
I call her my gumbo because sometimes she's so good left over.
I call her my gumbo because my grandma knows how to do it the best.
I call her my gumbo because when I'm done, I usually have to put something in there to sop up all the juices.
I call him my gumbo.
Stay down on the ground. I call him my gumbo Because it doesn't seem like something you should be able to get in Disneyland, but you very much can.
I call her my gumbo because she smells amazing, but she looks fucking awful.
I call her my gumbo. Me, call her my gumbo because it's a fun word to say.
Good reason.
I call her my gumbo because she smells amazing, she looks amazing, and she tastes amazing. All right, I ain't gonna berate my partner. All right, I stick up.
Yeah, you ate your. If anything, you ate your partner, is what you're implying. I'm just saying.
No.
I call him my gumbo because he's just too much for one person. Just fills it up too quick.
I call him my gumbo because it takes about an hour for it to cook through all the way.
I call her my gumbo because I saw her at a restaurant and I was like, all right.
I call them my gumbo because they're best enjoyed with 5 other people.
Dang.
I call him my gumbo because he's my good old guy himbo.
Yes.
Gimbo.
That got the most laughs out of anything tonight.
That's peak comedy right there.
Yeah, and I think on that note, I think we just are gonna call it now.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for coming out. Why don't we do farewells? In the same, yeah. Yeah.
I'm Jonathan.
I've been Lexi.
I'm Z and
This was Justin.
And I've been James. And before we go, very sad. We have a couple people who are leaving us and who are going on to bigger and better things and to greener
not your
pastures.
things. It's your things.
Clay and Carly, you're going to be missed. And we've all really enjoyed playing with you throughout the time that we've played together. Yeah. And I think on that note, we'll call it. Again, thank you everybody for coming out. Hopefully we can see you in person next year for more constant improv stuff, more regular improv stuff, I should say. All right. I hope you all have a good rest of your night. Good night, everybody.